Today on Las Vegas Now.
We can't launch a new Vegas show without Mr. Las Vegas himself, superstar and legendary performer Wayne Newton is here as our first guest. Plus, first impressions home edition. Your style to tell a lot about you, like if you like your job or not, or you might want to redecorate before your friends stop by.
And our doctor's holding back valuable information, helping you lose weight. We're going to talk to one doctor who's sharing weight loss secrets she says most doctors just won't tell you about.
You are watching Las Vegas Now with Lindsay Simon, Kendall Tenney, and Mercedes Martinez.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Las Vegas Now. We are celebrating. This is a big day. We have
This is it.
Wayne Newton here today.
How about that?
I know, Donkashane. Just such a Vegas idol, and we want to welcome you to this very first show of Las Vegas Now. We're a brand new show featuring everything that makes Las Vegas great. So I'm Lindsay Simon, and you probably know Mercedes from the radio.
Yes, I am Mercedes from Mercedes in the Morning on Mix 94.1. I love waking Las Vegas up on the radio, but now I get to spend time with you guys here on TV in the afternoon on Las Vegas Now. This is so exciting for me. And then, of course, we have our friend Kendall Tenney here. It's so good to see you back on TV.
I am. Look at that.
Look at you.
Wow.
That's from about 20 pounds ago.
Wow.
When I did the news on Channel 3. And I did it for like 16 years and then started my own media company.
Now, your media company is called 10E Media. What exactly do you guys do?
We're public relations, but we specialize in crisis communications. So when someone gets in a bind, when they get in trouble in the media, be it a corporation, an individual, we help them get out.
So you're a fixer, like Olivia Pope.
Yeah, the media whisperer.
Do you wear the white hat?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
All
handled.
sorts of
Kendall has
scandal,
it
that's
handled.
right. And of course, Lindsay, you have a fashion blog that
Yes.
many people follow, but you're a familiar face because people have seen you on TV here and you have a lot of experience in broadcast television.
Yeah, I've been a producer and a reporter here in the Las Vegas area for about 5 to 6 years now. So I took a year off to focus on my blog and build that business, and I'm really excited to be here at Channel 8. Back on air with you all. We've had a blast, and I can't wait to show you guys more of this show and the set, which is all coming up. So what can you expect on Las Vegas Now, you're probably asking? Well, for one, we've got celebrity guests. We'll also be sharing need-to-know info that will help make your life just a little bit easier. Beauty tips from Kendall, because he's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yes.
Weight loss secrets and everything in between.
I have all the makeup tips you need right here.
We've learned quite a bit from you, actually.
All right, take a look at this. This is a great set, and we've seen it come together in the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
this
yeah,
was just
absolutely.
an empty room 2 weeks ago, and we have in our new kitchen the head chef from STK at the Cosmopolitan. Wonderful place to eat, and we're going to be talking to him and eating some of the incredible food. And we want to give a big thanks to Elite Flooring for their design, cabinetry, countertops, and flooring, and also a big thanks to Allstate Appliances for the state-of-the-art equipment. As you can see, Chef Steven is busy preparing dishes.
And who's that guy?
Oh, look there!
Yes.
Donkashane.
Fabulous Mr. Wayne Newton. He is in our green room right now. He'll be joining us throughout the show. We've got a game coming up with him later in the hour as well, and we may even get him to sing a little bit, so fingers crossed. But first, it seems like everyone is talking about the Super Bowl and Lady Gaga's halftime show. Like, what an incredible performance.
Oh.
She literally jumped off of the roof. There were also hundreds of drones lighting up the sky. On the heels of her performance, Gaga also announced a world tour, Joanne, and it's making a stop here in Las Vegas in August. Tickets go on sale February 13th. I will be getting my tickets. I love her.
Absolutely. That was a performance. I was saying on the radio this morning, she was already an icon, but that took her to legend status. I thought that was such a phenomenal performance. Didn't you guys just love it?
I was with friends at the Red Rock. Friends flew in from Texas, so we admittedly missed the Lady Gaga bit. So, and I've heard it was fantastic. We were interested in the game, but but the drones, by the way, were recorded a week ago. Those were not in the sky last night.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
secrets.
they wanted to play it safe.
I love her.
And we all know who won the game, but did the commercials score this year? USA Today ranked the commercials, and #1 was Kia with Melissa McCarthy trying to save the world. Now, second was Honda and the talking yearbook photos. Did you guys see that one?
I went back and watched it online.
That was cute. And then Audi's gender equality commercial came in third for the best commercials.
Yeah, they were all good, right?
I liked them. I was entertained. I saw a lot on Twitter. People were like, commercials are like blowing it this year. But I thought it was amazing.
That was me. I thought they were just kind of, I was expecting more shocking commercials. I did like the heartfelt ones that they showed. There were a lot of really good messages that were sent, but I wanted to be shocked. And the only one that shocked me was the Cam Newton one where he threw the football at the little boy.
That was good.
That was kind of funny.
I thought the Tide commercial was clever. And did you guys like the Mr. Clean commercial?
Oh, that was not bad.
I did. But Christopher Walken, the bye. That was my favorite. So, yeah,
I've got a fever. All right, of course, the big winner yesterday was the New England Patriots. What a game. Each player is going to be getting a huge, yet-to-be-designed Super Bowl ring, and then each New England team member will also get $107,000 as part of a bonus from the NFL. Now, everyone feels terrible for the Falcons. Really tough loss. They are going to get a consolation prize. $53,000 will go to each team member. And what's interesting about this is since the big game was played in Houston, those players don't have to pay state income taxes on that bonus money. Because Texas has no state income tax. And for comparison's sake, winners of last year's Super Bowl had to pay about $14,000 in state income taxes in California.
Don't you love living in a state with no income tax?
Like Nevada, right?
State income tax.
Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, you've met us, but we aren't the only Las Vegas Now team members. Ted Florenda will also be popping up to give us weather updates, coming into our kitchen, eating our food, which he already did in rehearsals. No.
Every time we see Ted,
So
there's
Ted,
food.
what's happening?
Hey guys, yeah, I'll tell you what's happening. Yeah, I smell food in your studio, so I'll be heading in there for sure to sample some of that food. Always, right? Hey, we want to give you a quick weather update across the region, as we will for the beginning of this show as well. We've got two weather alerts to talk about. A high wind warning for the mountains. That's the big one, in effect until 10 p.m., or I should say, 4 a.m., I should say. And the wind advisory for the valley is in effect until 10 p.m. tomorrow. So this is where we anticipate some good winds as well for the valley and down the Colorado River. Temperatures outside right now, 64 degrees. Your winds blowing at 15. 25 are your gusts. They are expected to get breezier to gustier as we head on through the evening. That will not go away. Your gusts up to 40 at times, and then light breezes tomorrow morning before they're back again by tomorrow afternoon. That's your latest weather update. Let's head on now to our 8 News Now newsroom with Christiane Klein for our news update. Hi, Christiane.
Hi, Ted. Now, the first wave of defendants are on trial for an armed standoff with law enforcement at Clive and Bundy's Bunkerville Ranch. That happened 3 years ago. Now, the first 6 defendants came to the ranch from out of state. Their trial could last up to 2 months. The Bundy family could testify in the first trial, but won't be tried themselves until later this year. The Nevada legislature kicked off this morning. Today was largely the pomp and circumstance of getting this session going. Committee meetings start tomorrow morning. And did you catch a little bit of Nevada at this year's Super Bowl? The Air Force Thunderbirds, based at Nellis, made a flyover during the national anthem in last night's big game. And even though it didn't feel like they were going to win at the half, most of the money on the Super Bowl was bet on a Patriots win and the point total going over, both of which happened. A number of high-paying prop bets also hit, so it was a good game for the betting public, especially if you guys voted and betted on that, but not so good for our sports books here in Nevada.
Game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys bet?
No, I really would have. I wish I would have bet on that overtime game. The first Super Bowl to ever go into overtime.
Right.
That would have paid well.
Well, it only paid 7-1.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
which
wow.
I thought wasn't that good, considering there's never been an overtime in Super Bowl history. It was a great game after 3 quarters. The first three quarters were really boring.
That was snack time, and then
exactly.
moved to the game.
I just liked Gaga. That's pretty much. Well, coming up next, get ready to learn even more about us. You've been asking us questions on Facebook and Twitter, and we're just about ready to answer them.
Or maybe you have questions for superstar Wayne Newton. He's getting comfy in our Furniture Fashions green room. How cool does that green room look? I love it. Stick around because there's more to come here on Las Vegas Now.
Picture show, second balcony was the place.
Your exclusive Weather Now forecast every day with Sherry, Ted, and Katie on 8 News Now. With the latest charges still on the table, plus random magazines in your mailbox, who's making money off of them? And the easy solution to block them on 8 News Now at 5.
That iconic scene from Ferris Bueller's Day Off wouldn't be possible without Wayne Newton's famous hit, Donkashane. Wayne Newton recorded his first version of that song when he was 21 years old. We're going to sit down with him to learn more about his amazing career in just a few minutes.
Yeah, and I'm thrilled to finally meet him in person. Can you believe all this time in Vegas and I've never
How long
once
have you
met
been
him?
here now?
6 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the nicest people you'll meet.
Oh, for
I
sure.
can't wait.
I thought he stood at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign and introduced himself to every single person.
I know, and I missed that one day
Mr.
that he
Las
was
Vegas.
off. Yeah,
Yes.
he took a day off, and that was when I came. And I'm also excited for you guys to get a chance to know us a little bit better as well.
Do you know it takes just 1/10 of 1 second to make a judgment call on someone?
That's
Okay.
fast.
And usually it's pretty accurate, and you can tell a lot about a person based on their pictures on Facebook. So it's always best to make a first impression in person, but sometimes that just isn't possible.
Yeah, so with that in mind, pretend you're meeting us for the first time in our dining room. And yeah.
What do you do? Well, we asked you to send some questions that you'd like to ask us and each other, and you guys definitely delivered. Okay, let's
Mercedes,
go.
this one's for
okay,
you.
for me. All right.
This is from one of our viewers named Bill. He wants to know, what would you do if you weren't on the radio or TV?
You know, Bill, that is a funny question. I have always wanted to be a teacher. That is something that I wanted to do since I was a little girl, and I love kids, and I have 2, Sophie and Brooklyn, who are watching right now, but I just, I've always wanted to work with kids. That would be my #1 thing.
You'd be
So.
good at that.
You
And
think
you're
so?
patient, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try
No
to
doubt.
be.
Yeah.
All right, Kendall, next question's for you, all right? Kathy wants to know, what was your very first job?
Very first job growing up in Texas was with a couple of buddies of mine. We called ourselves lumberjacks, but my friends never did anything. Let me just make that very clear because they're here watching, I can say. But we cleared land for a guy who was doing a housing development. So that was my very first job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lumberjacks.
Yes. It was really just brush clearing is all,
Yeah.
all it was. So Lindsay, Jenny wants to know what your favorite item to wear is.
Oh, shoes.
I wish we
Shoes.
could get a picture of your shoes today.
Oh,
They
those are-
super
Maybe
Yes.
we will. I could take them off.
Take them off because they are super cute. I saw her walking
Thanks.
around in those, and I have slippers on in the in the back. I mean, I changed out.
You did
But
when you
she's
walked in.
walking around in these. They're so cute.
There
So
it is.
cute.
There we
Love
go.
it.
Shoes. That's my favorite item to wear, without a doubt.
Very nice. I have a pair just like that. All right. We are going to have a lot more fun as the anticipation is building. About 3 minutes away now, coming up on Las Vegas Now, we're joined by Mr. Las Vegas himself, the man who makes us all want to get up and sing. Superstar performer Wayne Newton is going to join us.
Look what's rolling out at Furniture Fashion's grand opening. Unbelievable prices with no interest financing. Boulevard and Robindale and the Boulevard Mall. Furniture Fashions for all your fashionable furniture needs.
He's one of the best-known entertainers in the world, and of course, a Las Vegas legend, from his biggest hits like Donkashane to appearing in classic movies like Vegas Vacation.
You may not know it, but he started his professional singing career at age 6 and spent decades entertaining people around the globe, including here in Las Vegas.
It is the one, the only Mr. Las Vegas, Wayne Newton. Man, it's good to have you back.
Congratulations.
Oh, we love it. I love you, Wayne.
I love
This
you
is
too.
so wonderful to have you here. Our very first guest on Las Vegas Now.
Couldn't have worked out better, and you have a new show as well.
Well, I have a new show. It'll be a year old in April, and I'm still trying to get it right, but it's working great, and it's been a lot of fun.
You have been performing all over the world, Wayne. I mean, from here to Branson, across the pond, everywhere. Is it hard to go places without people coming up to you and saying, "Oh, you're Wayne Newton, oh my gosh." I mean, can you ever go anywhere incognito?
No, I can't. The truth of the matter is that I feel more sorry for my wife and my daughter, my mother-in-law, and the people who don't expect that, because I realize the minute I leave my gates, I belong to the public.
Right.
And so therefore it doesn't bother me because I love people.
You do.
And people are really nice to me, so it's wonderful. But for the people with me, they get a little agitated.
Yeah, I
you
can
know.
get
That makes
that.
sense, right?
Yeah.
Did you happen to catch Lady Gaga's halftime performance?
No, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I did not. I did catch the rest of the game.
Okay.
But I did not catch that particular performance. I heard that she came in through the roof. And, of course, I have been to the roof many times. Going the other way, you know, not coming in, but going out. So.
In the meantime, the museum is so popular, and so many people are enjoying that.
We are thrilled with that. It was kind of my wife's idea because I started getting all kind of letters from people saying, what's behind those walls? You know, and people were, I think people thought that the walls were there to keep them out, when in fact the walls are there to keep me in. You know? And so we opened up the ranch as a museum, and we have my car collection there, the horse collection there, penguins. We have all kind of animals, including, I'm told, killer peacocks.
Oh.
And
Killer peacocks? What?
Wow.
Were they attacking people? What's going on?
No, peacocks do not attack people, but I have two neighbors that will insist they had been attacked.
Oh, I know how that works.
Worldwide, and it's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Now, as far as all of the great memorabilia you have in your home, what's one item that is really sentimental to you, that really means a lot, that you have?
I have a cup about this size, but it's tin. And it was given to me by a prisoner of war that was in Vietnam. It's the only thing he brought back. And that's what they fed him in for 7 years.
Wow.
Wow.
And he gave it to me because of my work with the military and entertaining our troops all over the world. And I have that in a very special place in the museum because I would have to say that if there were a fire and I had to save one thing, it would be that.
That's beautiful.
Amazing. What a beautiful
I
story,
love that.
too.
Well,
Wayne
thank
Newton,
you so much.
You're going to be with us throughout the show, which is
I am.
really
I
fun.
am.
We're going to play some games together.
And if you haven't done so yet, guys, make sure to check out Wayne Newton up close and personal at Bally's Las Vegas. Showtime is 7:30 p.m. Mondays through Wednesdays. And don't worry, the legendary Wayne Newton, like you said, Kendall, he will be sticking around. We will have a lot more from him coming up in the show.
Coming up, ready to buy a home? You can get a better deal if you wait. Hear what the experts have to say about this year's housing market.
And if you're looking to redecorate your home, what the color of your walls at home could say about your personality.
Politics Now, Sunday at 5:30, only on 8 News Now.
Clues from the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Among Harriet Tubman's most treasured possessions, only on Jeopardy.
Tonight at 7, only on 8 News Now.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Las Vegas Now. We're here in our Walker Furniture dining room. Big thanks to them for creating this beautiful space for us. We love it here. And did you know that your home can actually reveal several things about you, including your political affiliation? Well, according to Reader's Digest, conservatives collect more sports memorabilia and liberals use more color in their space. Wayne Newton is giving me this look like, really? Also, if your front door is red, it means you're not afraid to speak your mind, but if it's blue, you're naturally at ease. Those who made their beds in the morning were more fulfilled at work. And guys, if you're looking to call a home your own, Kendall is with an expert to see if now is a good time to buy. Kendall.
All right, I am with David Tina, who is the president of the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. And guys, I want you to take a good look at both of us sitting right here, David and I, and tell us what looks very similar about us.
Your suits.
We are wearing the same suits purchased at Nordstrom Rack.
Nice.
Yes. So that's the first thing we noticed when we sat down here. But we are here to talk about buying homes, and Lindsay can help us with fashion maybe a little bit later.
That works.
You look great.
Thank you. See, we got the seal of approval from Lindsay, and that's
And
good.
I'm good to go. We can end it now.
So tell us about the buying market right now. If you are in the market to buy a home, is now a good time?
You know, to give you the politically correct answer, it's always a good time to buy a home if it's for yourself. It's where you want to live and you want to love. But statistically speaking, I believe it's a good time to buy as well. We just got the January stats. We're actually the first people who are actually going to hear it. In January of 2015, the median price was $200. January 2016, it was $219. We just found out that it's up to $238. And at our high in 2006, it was 315,000.
That's so much higher. 11 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a stable market, though, you think?
You know, I've been saying that a lot, that stable is the new sexy. It doesn't get ratings as but it actually is really great for our economy here, that we're seeing that 8 to 9% appreciation year over year.
Yeah, you got that.
All right, David, hang with us just a second. We're having some audio issues, and we will be right back after we fix those.
Being the largest furniture store in Nevada, largest in size, largest in selection, and largest...
Think of the past.
The new technology being developed to make sure your personal and financial information doesn't get into the wrong hands.
And gusty winds kick off the week with extra mild afternoons, pushing up near record highs tomorrow on Good Day.
The beauty of live television. We have your microphone fixed so we can hear what you were saying. Dave Tina with the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. And you're saying it's a good time to buy. It's interesting, though, in 2015, consumer confidence was actually a bit higher than it is now.
I am the expert, but I can't say for sure, but I would say it had to do with the election. There's a lot of uncertainty before we found out. In January, we've seen a 16% spike in the amount of homes sold from 2016 to this year. So I think once the election was over, people were able to go back to their business.
Breathe easy.
Exactly.
What about mortgage rates? Do people anticipate those going up?
They've been creeping up a little bit. But we're at historic lows that we haven't seen in so long that even though you may not get 3.75 anymore, you're still going to get 4 or 4.25, which is unbelievably low. I mean, I got 8% my first house.
Right, yeah, compared to back when, it was much, much higher. What about the open inventory in Las Vegas? After the foreclosure crisis, there were so many homes that sat empty for a long time. That's no longer the case?
It's maybe 6 to 7% of what's actually selling. So if anything, we have a tight inventory, a 2-month supply. A normal supply would be 6 months. So houses they're not lasting long on the market.
That's amazing. So what would you tell someone right now if they were thinking buy now or wait 6 months?
I would say, analyze why you're buying. Then look around. There's no rush. You can buy what you like when you find it. I will say, though, there is no guarantee on where the rates are going to go. So if you're comfortable with the rate, you're comfortable with your house, buy. It doesn't have to be an appreciation thing. If you love your house, you can enjoy it.
Right, exactly. Dave Tina, always good to see you, and we look forward to more conversations with you. Of course, you can find all of this information on the GLVAR website. And we thank you again, Dave, for your time.
I appreciate it.
And we're going to go to the kitchen now. You and I will go in the kitchen and join these guys in just a second because they're fixing some good food.
Oh my goodness. Well, look at this kitchen. We have this amazing chef with us. It's rare, medium, well done. No matter how you like your steak, STK has got you covered.
Yeah, it was named one of the top 100 best steakhouses in America. Great job, congratulations.
Thank you, we're very excited.
Yeah, and it's right here on the Las Vegas Strip, so we can enjoy it anytime. We've got Chef Stephen Hopcraft here of STK over at the Cosmopolitan. He joins us now with some of the season's best flavors. This looks delicious, it smells delicious, and I want to learn more.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it seasonal over there at STK. The first thing I have going for you is a little yellowtail. First, I do have to say I'm very honored to be on with Mr. Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm blown away, so that's pretty awesome. But I'm going to put this dish here together for you.
Okay.
This is yellowtail?
This is a little yellowtail hamachi.
Okay.
We go ahead and lay these out for you.
All right.
Real important to get a good seasoning on the plate.
Okay.
Have you ever had yellowtail, Lindsay?
I have, and I love it.
It's like it melts in your mouth.
Yes.
It's one of my
I do think it's delicious. It's one of my favorite fishes. It's great to eat raw. You don't even have to cook it. And then that's less work for me.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
That's why you're one of the best.
That's why I love them, right?
And these teensy tiny oranges, is that what?
Yeah, these are little clementine oranges.
Okay.
So we took those little segments right there. Then we have a little sauce for it. This is like a little clementine orange vinaigrette.
Yum.
So the whole idea is orange because that's a very seasonable fruit right now. And we thought that would go really well. Now the thing that really is the kicker is what I'm about to do. Of course, we have these little pomegranate seeds that give it some texture. But the kicker right here is this. This is the Scotch bonnet. And if everybody knows the Scotch bonnet, it's one of the most spicy peppers.
Ooh.
So we use just a little touch on each
I can smell it from here.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
I dare you, Lindsay.
So this is
I love peppers. I love peppers.
Don't do it. It's good all together, but by itself, it's really going to ring your bell. But anyway, you see that orange that we have working with there. That's very exciting for us. I like the color on this dish, and I hope you guys really enjoy it.
That looks amazing.
This is just one of the new menu items that you have.
Just one of the new menu items. And then another one is this delicious scallop, which I have putting together right here.
Okay.
I have a little champagne potato cream that I like to sauce that up with. And what goes really good with champagne and potatoes is caviar. So I like to top that off with a little potato crispy. And then I hit it with some Osetra caviar.
Oh my gosh.
Some Russian Osetra. Yeah, this is the real deal. So I really want you guys to try this. This is quite a treat.
Oh, you know we will. And I even,
Oh, you got a little
some wine
something?
for
There you
us.
go.
Oh,
Got the
okay.
wine.
We're ready to
So
go.
now we got a party. All right, good.
That looks delicious.
That's what caviar is all about. It's a party.
STK at the Cosmopolitan is open daily. The phone number to make a reservation right there on your screen right now. You can check out the entire menu online. Just go to cosmopolitanlasvegas.com. Thank you so much for coming down.
Well, you're welcome. We're really excited to be here, especially on your first show. Congratulations.
It's going to be fun, yeah.
Well, guys, stick around because the amazing Wayne Newton, we're not done with him. He's back for a fun new game. We're all sharing a little fun facts about ourselves.
Like which one of us has accidentally lied to a former U.S. president? Find out in a few minutes.
And do you want even more cash? What's in your jewelry box that can make you some dough? Stay with us on Las Vegas Now.
Today on 8 News Now at 5, the trial connected to the Bundy standoff begins here in Las Vegas. We're live with the latest charges still on the table. Plus random magazines in your mailbox, who's making money off of them, and the easy solution to block them on 8 News Now at 5. This portion of 8 News Now is sponsored by LJ Law.
If you've been hurt in an accident, turn to someone you can trust.
In your injury case,
call
830-7070.
Politics Now, Sunday at 5:30, only on 8 News Now.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Las Vegas Now. Well, we all have things lying around the house, like jewelry, maybe some mismatched earrings. I know I have quite a few. And if you're going through that junk drawer, well, you can actually make money. Neil Sackmary from Nevada Coin Mart is here with a few items that you can sell. Hey, Neil.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. So excited to be here on the first show.
Thank you. Yeah, we're glad to have you.
Yes.
You're here with Mr. Wayne Newton. We've got
Absolutely.
STK in the kitchen.
Mr. Newton and I, we were talking in the green room. It was fantastic. And, you know, for me, it's about being number one. You know, going on the first show, you know, being number one for community relations here in Las Vegas, being number one for the best jewelry buyer, the best diamond buyer, the best Rolex buyer, the best coin buyer in all of Las Vegas. And so it's very, very important to be the first, and that's why it's so important to be here on the first show. So I congratulate you for doing it, and I know that we're going to be on here a long time.
Thank you. Well, you mentioned, you know, Rolex and coins. What did you bring here for us today?
So Nevada Coin Mart, we buy any type of jewelry. We buy gold, silver, costume jewelry. When you have a jewelry box full of inherited items, or you have items that have unwanted value, maybe it is that it's that time and you want to downsize or declutter, now is the perfect time to talk about getting rid of coins, collectibles, or jewelry. When it comes to gold, silver, costume, I buy it all. When it comes to coins, we buy it all. We buy coins, we buy silver dollars, mint sets, proof sets, silver eagles, 1 ounce silver bullion. And then when it comes to the collectibles, we buy really nice collectibles. We buy Yadros and Hummel and Swarovski crystals and Yadros and Baccarat crystal and things like this. And you know, the important thing is this. When we're trying to sell, we want to sell to the highest value.
Okay.
So in my store, I have two $30,000 X-ray spectrometers that are there in the store. And those are there to evaluate what it is that you have.
Okay.
And so if anybody wants to know, you can call 702-256-2646, or you can visit NevadaCoinMart.com, and we will answer any questions that you have. It's really, really important that we get the most money for everybody in Las Vegas.
I have a question. Have you ever had someone come in saying, I want to sell this golden wedding band, and you're like, that's not gold.
Yes, and I will tell you that what's really cool is that coming up on Valentine's Day, we have a very special show that is entailing exactly what you're talking about here on Channel 8, which has to do with what you do when it's that time and you have moved on with an old wedding ring or engagement ring.
Right,
And so when it is that you want to sell any type of diamonds, you want to go to an expert. I am a graduate gemologist from GIA, and this is what I went to school for. So when we evaluate something and you want to sell something, you want to go to somebody who is the best. You want to go to somebody that has a 4,000 square foot building.
Okay.
As well, you want to go to somebody that's an expert that can stand up in a court of law and describe what it is that they have, and that's myself, and that's Neil Sackmary, and that's Nevada Coin Mart.
Well, thank you, Neil, so much. And guys, if you're interested in selling your jewelry, head over to Nevada Coin Mart at the corner of Flamingo and Jones, or you can visit his website at nevadacoinmart.com. Thanks, Neil, and I'm going to take all of these bracelets. That's fine, right? That was part of the deal?
Absolutely.
All right, cool, thanks.
Headed to the gym but not seeing results? The reasons why no matter how hard you try, you're not losing weight. That's next on Las Vegas Now.
Your exclusive Weather Now forecast every day with Sherry, Ted, and Katie on 8 News Now.
Have you or a loved one been prescribed the antidepressant drug Abilify and later...
Internet, the new Contour, and free international calling to Mexico and other countries. No contract for just $89.99 a month with free Pro install and HD receiver included. Switch today.
For many of us, getting in shape was our New Year's resolution, but if you're still having problems dropping that weight, there may be a reason for that. I'm here with Dr. Kathleen Nash from Total Transformation with the 5 metabolic factors that prevent weight loss. I thought these were very interesting. Before we get into them, though, I want to talk about you a little bit. You're a chiropractor.
I am.
How did you launch a weight loss program being a chiropractor?
Yeah, I launched a weight loss program because of necessity. So I was a person that struggled with my weight since I was 8 years old. So starting when I was 8, I was always gaining weight. I tried every diet I could possibly do, and I'd lose the weight for a little while, but it would always come back. And I always blamed myself when it came back.
Look at that transformation.
Yeah, so that's one of my clients. The first one I think was me, is the one that you saw.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, so in 2009, I discovered that there were these 5 issues that if you don't correct them, the body's always going to gain the weight back. The weight loss will always be temporary. You'll have a 95% failure rate. So when I applied those factors to myself, I lost 80 pounds. I lost it in an accelerated way. I didn't have hunger, I didn't have any cravings, and it stayed off for 8 years.
So explain these metabolic factors. I like how they spell out total.
Right.
This is really interesting. 5 things that are preventing us from losing weight, and toxicity is number 1.
Toxicity is number 1. So yeah, the total spells out the acronym. The first one is toxicity. So if the body's too toxic, the liver can't even break body fat down and use it for fuel. And it's the only organ that can do it. So that's kind of important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The second one is being overfed but undernourished, meaning you're getting enough energy on a daily basis, but because you're not getting enough nutrition, the body's going to keep making you hungry, trying to get its needs met.
Oh.
So you just keep eating. The third one is retraining the hypothalamus. So that's this lower portion in the brain that if you sit at a certain weight, whether you're thin or fat, if you sit there too long, you actually retrain the brain that that's your goal weight. So
and you can still retrain your brain.
Absolutely. We can restructure that for you.
Wow.
Yeah. The fourth one is acidity, meaning that the more acidic our bodies are, the more cravings we have for all the crap food that we think we have this uncontrollable willpower issue. It's not. It's a chemical signal. And then the L is for low or imbalanced hormones. So there's actually up to 8 different hormones that if you don't get those balanced out, your body literally can't lose weight, even if you're dieting and even if you're exercising.
And you have figured this all out. It's so great. You actually, your book, it's called 7 Secrets Doctors Don't Want You to Know About Losing Weight Permanently. And you actually have a way for our viewers to get this for free.
Yeah, I absolutely do. So the big thing that I want people to know is that I don't work with everybody. If you don't have these metabolic factors, if you're not serious about losing weight, if you don't want to lose weight, 3 to 7 pounds per week and keep it off, then I can't help you. But if it is something you're interested in doing, what we want to do is give you the opportunity to sit face-to-face with me and let me see if you have these issues and that if I can help you. If they do that, normally that's a $97 evaluation, but we will give them 2 webinars plus the book plus the interview with me, and we'll do it for $24.95 if they just say Las Vegas Now.
That's all you have to say, Las Vegas Now. That's fantastic. That's so interesting. Thank you so much for coming on, Dr.
Absolutely.
Nash. If you mention that you saw Dr. Nash on Las Vegas Now, you'll receive a free copy of Dr. Nash's book, 7 Secrets Doctors Don't Want You to Know About Losing Weight Permanently. permanently. And if you're interested in talking to Dr. Nash, just head on over to her office at West Horizon Ridge Parkway or visit her website, drnash.com.
And we are back with Mr. Las Vegas, Wayne Newton, and Mercedes is joining us now.
I'm ready.
So here at Las Vegas Now, we're pretty much an open book, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
We pretty much.
Too much, yeah.
One exception, maybe.
You're not as open?
No, not as open.
Well, we're sharing some of our most embarrassing, strange, or interesting facts about ourselves.
And we even brought back Las Vegas legend Wayne Newton to play along with us, which is really going to be a blast.
This is going to be fun. Okay, so here's how the game works. We have a series of fun facts. Lindsay has the fun facts about ourselves. And then you have to guess which one that fact is referring to, okay? So we all have our signs. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. All right. Get my game show host voice on. Okay, which one of us has lied to a former U.S. president?
I'm going to say
Kendall. You look like a liar.
Wow. A unanimous decision. It was me, but man, come on, guys.
Look at this sweet face. She wouldn't lie.
Which president?
It was Bill Clinton.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
What'd you say real quick?
Okay, so I was wearing a Diamondbacks hat. I'm not a Diamondback fan. When we met through a weird set of circumstances, and he said to me, "How do you think our team's going to do this year?" And I said, "America?" I didn't know what he was talking about because I'd forgotten I had the hat on.
Oh.
And so then we entered a conversation about the Arizona Diamondbacks, which went on for 5 minutes.
Oh,
so
my
I had to
gosh.
BS my way through it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I never could admit I'm not really a
bad.
Diamondbacks fan.
All right, next question. Who used to be in a funk band?
I also think that was
Mercedes,
Kendall.
you're on the radio. I feel like... Okay, so who
Two
did
votes
it?
for Lindsay and...
It was me.
It was you?
Oh,
yes.
I got it.
You were in a funk band?
I was in a funk band in college. It was a semester before I graduated, so yeah.
What was the band called?
I don't know. I was only in there for like a few weeks. It was the last semester.
I thought that was
But
the name
I
of the
can't remember.
Yeah, a funk band.
No, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So, okay, next question.
Okay.
Who owns one of Derek Jeter's from the New York Yankees?
I know
shoes?
this one.
One of his shoes. Oh, I don't. Well, if you know it, then.
Yeah. Yes. No,
Okay.
stick with
Kendall?
me. No, stick with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, who was it?
It was me. It's still me. I do. I have one of Derek Jeter's shoes. It's signed. It's got dirt on it. I bought it for my husband for, you know, a birthday or anniversary or something like that. And it's sitting there just... And
Like-
we even take it and smell it. It's so weird.
Okay, now
Oh.
it was a sweet story up until that moment, and then it just took a nosedive.
All right, last question. Who once dated the same person as a Las Vegas headliner at the same time? Same person at the same time.
Yeah,
I think Lindsay.
I'm gonna go with that one too.
It wasn't me. It wasn't Kendall. Who was it?
No.
Mr. Newton. We have to hear this story.
Well, I'm on an airplane coming back from Los Angeles, and the seat next to me is empty. I feel the weight of somebody putting their arm on the seat breast, and I look up, and there stands Elvis Presley. And I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I need to ask you a question." "What?" "Do you know a girl by the name of Sandy Farah?" And I said, "As a matter of fact, we're dating." He said, "So are we." And that's how he and I became dear friends.
At the same time.
At the same time.
At the same time.
And she kept it a secret from both of us.
So who got the girl in the end?
Wink Martindale.
Neither one.
Game show host. How about that?
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We had a blast with you. And they say don't meet people that you really look up to because you might be disappointed. I was not disappointed. You're such a gentleman. He stood up every time one of us got up or came to the table. So sweet. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, Mariah Carey in the news again. Instead of getting fired up on stage, she's setting flames to a $250,000 dress. So, yeah, that's coming up next.
Wheel of Fortune's got...
Big money.
And we've got Carl.
Hi, Carl. How are you?
I was born at a very young age. I love to ballroom dance, play bridge. I lead barn dances.
Payment before you shop. Only at Drive Time.
Welcome back. Our 5 o'clock news starts here in a few minutes. Let's see what's coming up with Denise Valdez. Denise.
Hi there, you guys. Welcome to the family, by the way. You're almost done with your first show. Congratulations. In fact, we're right next door. We've got a jam-packed newscast today. Our consumer team going to help make your lives just a little bit less cluttered. Many of your mailboxes are probably full of countless magazines you did not sign up for. Well, you're not alone, and there is something you can do about it. How retailers stuff the box and what you need to do to unsubscribe from those unwanted magazines. Plus, legal limbo for thousands of refugees because of that proposed ban. We're going to talk with a local woman whose husband is now stranded overseas in Iran. We'll tell you about what the challenges they've been going through the past week. All the news starts here in about 5 minutes. Right now, I hand it back over to Lindsay, Mercedes, and Kendall.
Thank you, Denise. Okay.
And Wayne Newton.
And Wayne Newton. Yeah, let's not forget. Why people are watching, right? Well, Mariah Carey taking a page out of Taylor Swift's book by singing about her latest breakup. But she's taking things one step further. Yep, that is Carey's new music video for I Don't. The dress she's burning is apparently the same $250,000 dress she would have worn to marry James Packer. That's before their very public split. My one thing, why take it out on the dress? A $250,000 dress and you have to burn it. It's beautiful.
It is.
But that's probably worth like what $10 would be to us, to her. You know what I mean? That's probably.
Still.
I would never burn $10.
I wouldn't either.
I haven't seen flames like that since her New Year's Eve performance.
Oh!
And scene.
I guess, I guess they didn't belong together. How many references can we? Wasn't a true hero. Well, guys,
Wayne Newton, thank you so much for joining us on our first show.
Pleasure.
So good to have you
it was so
here.
nice to finally meet
Love you, Wayne.
And thank you guys for joining us.
We hope to see you back tomorrow. We've got comedians. We've got a lot of fun tomorrow, so please make sure to join us. We had a blast with you.
Great first show, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Las Vegas Now.
Relax and unwind.
Have you ever been adjusted before? Nope. X.